Welcome back to another episode of Nihon Rush Hour. It's hilarious here with
Caesar, man. What up, boy?
not much. This guy still got his suit on, man.
I'm back here. You know what I said, bro? I'm here to analyze, man, the Wagyu.
Looking like Dapper Dan. This is a follow-up video from our last video where we're going to be covering the song Feel or Beef, BADPOP is Dead.
We're covering the beef between Namedaruma and
YZERR.
So, you know, this is the second...
Yeah, this is like the second
submission.
installment of it, and it's produced by Green Assassin Dollar, and we're gonna check it out.
All these beef songs start with the same vibe, bro. It's always the
Like
calm before the storm.
Like some happy, well, I don't know about happy, but some moody lo-fi vibes.
Yo, they're eating that beef, man.
Middle finger number 1. 2, 3.
Ooh, crazy.
Mm.
Your song is a copy. Mine is a requiem, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Northern Blue still covers gray clouds in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Northern Blue is like a smoke like related thing. Like maybe he's talking about some marijuana.
Yeah, and it says Noroshi, the smoke smolders without ever clearing, a mix of morning and warning signals. Like Noroshi's like this smoke signal they used to use to declare war.
Mm.
So, you know, he's saying he wants all the smoke, bro.
Yeah.
It's on right now, you know?
They declared the war beef.
Nasty.
Mm.
Bro, he's saying that like he's like on such a different level or higher plane that like even talking or addressing this little silly stuff is just like beneath him.
Yeah.
You know, he feels weak just being around this stuff.
He's on his own pedestal. He's looking down. He can't talk to someone like you, and being around you makes him feel weak.
Weak, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, like, why would I even bother with you, man? You're wasting my time, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dismissed. Sounds familiar.
Familiar theme, man. Even with the Nene BMSG beef, there's a lot of talk about, you know, who's really doing this for the culture and who's really exploiting the culture, you know? And if you say that you're a capitalist, you're only doing this for profit, you don't care about, you know, hip hop, you're just claiming to be doing it for like the people, but you're really not, you know, you're doing it for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
In a fraud way.
In a fraud way. Lip singing shows and skipping gigs. That's real for you, man?
Mm.
You know?
I feel there's...
You can't be call yourself a rapper, bro, and you lip sing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you get caught lip singing as a rapper, you might as well be like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might as well go into doing singing and pop.
Fake
you have
music.
to be able to perform, man. You have to be able to perform. That's like almost necessary.
Fake
you know?
music and fake live shows.
Yeah, and he's saying that he copied all his styles, his methods, his branding, all from Americans. Which is kind of a good point to make, because I remember listening to YZERR, some of the songs we listened to, and I was like, oh, like I think it was a Gilla Gilla. And he's like talking about like being in Atlanta a lot. He raps a lot about Atlanta stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Magic City, kind of stuff like that. So I see how they're using that against him here.
That's hilarious. You say you're Pablo. If I'm Picasso, you're just some
sketch artist, bro. You said like, you know, you look at music like a business thing. You don't care. There's no like soul in it.
Yeah.
You say you see money signs.
Yeah.
You know, you rather count money than write bars.
Which is crazy. That's a character assassination.
Character assassination. That's hard, bro. Since he was a kid, he's been in and out of the system, getting into trouble and everything. But then he said last year, the year before, people got locked up. So even now, he's still involved in the streets and dealing with real stuff. But he still keeps rapping. Like he's still going no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of need that level of like, if you want to be authentic and you want to say that, you know, you live your raps.
Yeah.
Well, this is a guy who's saying that he lives his raps.
Yeah, it's coming from his own experience.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. This ain't flexing, bro. It's anti-establishment. Fuck the police, bro.
Scumbags.
NWA. Niggas with attitude, you know? That's like the hip-hop group that came out with the song Fuck the Police. And at the time, I think this is relevant, is because, you know, they came into hip-hop at a time when a lot of popular rap was like New Jack rap, where it's like very corny, very like cookie cutter, very clean. But NWA brought the realness to the front, to the TV screen, and it showed people what really was happening in the streets.
Yeah.
It was like underground hip-hop that became mainstream, you know? And those guys had to fight because there's a lot of protests against them. People wanted to shut them down, and so they had to like be like almost like a revolution. And that's kind of what it takes for hip hop to sort of become what it is today. So for somebody else to come and bastardize it and take that and make it into a, you know, I don't know,
a mockery,
and just to make money, bro, we can't stand for that. You can't stand for that, man.
Police coming straight from the underground.
He's spitting. He's spitting, bro.
He's rapping,
bro. And I like the sense of like family and crew and gang that they have, you know?
Yeah, he's talking.
He's saying that like, yo, like people watch us with like goggles, you know, they watch us like with lenses. They think we're all guilty and we're all together, you know?
Yeah.
But they know what they're about, man.
Yeah.
You know?
No misunderstandings with my family crew. It's just he's talking about things that are authentic to himself.
Yep. I don't even see you guys, bro. I'm not where you guys are at. I avoid the main street. You know, he's not one of those guys that wants attention. He's not trying to be like in the front of everything.
Yeah, he's making his own path.
Yeah, man.
His own way.
It's a call for, like you said, authenticity versus the fake. And like again, I don't know if anything that he's saying is actually true. You know, we're gonna have to listen to what YZERR has to say. But right now, you know, they're giving him like he's really painting this picture of like, you know, that side being fake and their side being real.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're hearing his side for sure.
Yo, I think he's talking about YZERR's little brother, T-PABLOW. He said that, yo, you and your little brother are awful. Oil and water don't mix, bro. You know? The rest of you are stinky goldfish shit. Kingo, how do you say that? Kingyo no fun?
Kingyo no fun.
Kingyo no fun. Clingy hanger-ons. You know? So the rest of you are stinky goldfish shit. And he doesn't really need any of them.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy.
Suspicious melodies and rhymes. You're verbal. I'm Sita.
Yeah. Verbal is the Japanese rapper from old school Japanese rapper who basically, you know, I think he's more like mainstream, more pop, and you know, I think he's just saying that you're like the what's that guy called? Vanilla Ice. You're like a Vanilla Ice type of rapper, you know?
Whereas
Industry plant.
Seed is like more like underground gritty.
Real hip hop.
I wonder if Kamishiba Nishi, like I guess that's like the neighborhood where like maybe they're from, or at least Bad Side Kush is from.
Yeah. The more I rise up from Kani, Kamishiba Nishi, the more problems pile up. Bitches, cops, and junkies talking nonsense.
紙芝西から成り上がるほどに増えていく問題の中でビッチやポリスとポンチュのザリ事は問題外直感のシェベルで向かうスタジオで死んだ仲間のことは俺は仲間たちと今日も歌うのさ他人がどこで何がどうかはマジで興味ね何度も言わせるなよこれが俺の本音だぜ Yeah こんな曲は吐いて捨てた言葉口先だけで語る仲間と共に吐きだめに置いてきなあるべき形はこう
Go leave it in the gutter with all your fake talking homies. Yeah, bro. I think, you know, again, it's almost like an admonishment. He's like sitting somewhere and he's looking at you and he's like, yo, these people are like concerned with stuff that doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I have a real life to live, you know? We deal with real issues, man. Some of my boys are in prison and all I care about is just being cool with my crew. I don't want to engage in no fake online beef. And, you know what I'm saying?
語る仲間と共に吐きだめに置いてきなあるべき形はこう、すぐビーフにして曲は非常次元突き抜けさらに浮上、あいつはもう空の向こう争いならぶち殺せばゴール、今俺らはマスビートにトーンネットに朽ちる事情や苦情なら仲間と今日
Dope, man. I love this hook.
No,
He's saying, you know, if it's a fight, just kill him. That's a goal. But right now, we ask the beat first. So, like, yo, like, we're going to express ourselves through the songs, you know? We don't even need to go to the violent route. We're going to kill you with music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to kill you with bars.
Yeah, because it says, this is how it's supposed to be, turning beef into tracks. Sugu beef ni shite kyoko wa hijo. Yeah, turning beef into tracks, cold and rootless.
Yeah ゴダクターご自慢の兵隊並べて叫ぶだけ叫んでろ誰かを下げて寒い猿芝居社内笑いもんだそんな形相太巻きのウィード吸って祭りだフスしろ演技して手を出してすぐ出すケツ持ちそこまでがセット
That's fake it, start drama, then bring in your backers right away. Kitsumiche. Like that's like kind of like a throwback to the Reiki track with Bad Side Kush, where he said, you know, you're talking online like it's free speech, but then you ask the Yakuza for help. So they're trying to say, I think that like YZERR is like, you know, mouthing off, barking, and then like as soon as they like press him, he goes and like runs for help or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like
that's nasty work. But I'm not saying again what they're saying is true, but that's what they're accusing him of, you know?
Yeah. No, that's crazy. That's a big accusation.
Big accusations, man.
面こき涙目で語り詐欺縛りに絵を描きはめてか罠にいつどこで出した俺ら警察と弁護士内容が足んねえよ携帯が弁護士逆に地元先輩から来た問い合わせ何がリアルフェイクか己問いただせ正義面の割に節々が幼稚人格疑う誤って悪口なってねえ行儀
Again, for someone acting righteous, every part of you is immature. You know?
Makes me question your character.
Yeah, makes me question your character. You apologize, then you talk trash. You know, which is super immature anyways, and also just, you know, adding on to that whole idea of, you know, being two-faced.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
No, 100%. This is a character assassin.
反省で坊主になってろ何がヒップホップここが境地ヒット曲誰かパクリそれ歌いビットするそれがサンプリング文化だとしたらゾッとする山下
Crazy. Stealing someone's hit, singing it with fake swagger. Nasty work. If you call that sample culture, man, that's terrifying. And yo, there's a lot of people who be biting, a lot of people who be sharks. A lot of people be stealing flows. They be stealing clothes. You know what I'm saying? They be even stealing quotes.
Quotes.
Some people steal from our shit, man.
I've heard I've heard a little birdie say something.
People be stealing our stuff sometimes, bro. So you can only imagine hip hop rappers, you know, and underground artists who put all this hard work into their music and their songs, just for like some rapper to like, you know, copy it and then repackage it and sell it again and make millions.
Yeah.
And then, you know, off your own ideas or your images. You know, it's nasty work, man.
Yeah, whether it's like bigger rappers or labels.
Yeah. And it's not about YZERR at all, to be honest. I don't know if any of this is true, but I do know that does happen a lot in hip-hop music in North America. It's one of the biggest like issues that people have here with artists, you know. But even with some of the issues that Nene had with Chamina, some of the issues that Nina had with Nene, it's you know like biting is never a good thing, man. You know, plagiarism is never a good thing. It's nasty.
No, for sure.
You know, so I feel like if people in Japan who don't understand why it's such an issue, right? They always ask, because people are asking that in the comments, like, yo, why? How come like it's a big deal if you use somebody else's idea? Well, just think about like One Piece. If somebody somewhere else in North America was creating One Piece and they just changed the name to like Two Piece and they were just drawing, tracing Oda's designs every time and selling it and making money.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying, yo, this North American guy, he's like the best friggin' mangaka of all time. He's even better than like Oda.
Yeah.
But then obviously in reality, you know who the real deal is. So that's the issue that we have as hip hop, fans and artists. That's the issue we have.
We don't support Two Piece.
We don't support Two Piece, bro. Bitch pop music trends like that fade quick, bro. Don't be making no bitch pop music, bro. Nobody will remember you. You know what I'm saying? You'll be a one-hit wonder. Yo, that's crazy.
Start beef online, but you don't know how this really works.
Yeah, you don't understand what you're getting into, bro. This is hip hop. If you're gonna be using them Twitter fingers, yo, cut that Twitter finger stuff.
Yeah.
Get in the booth.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nobody tweet, tweets.
You're a great influencer. You sure know how to use the internet.
He's calling him a TikToker.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in the booth, YZERR. That's what I'm saying. SNS. Bro, I love that flow, bro. SNS, the beef, wakaranai, yarakata. Like, I love the way these guys are flowing on the freaking beat right now, bro.
You or your crew, do any of you have kids? Grow up.
They don't have kids, but yo, then he says, in my life, y'all are just extras. Y'all don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I have kids to take care of. We're living in real life here. We don't have time for this online fake K-pop drama.
He knows what his priorities are.
They don't have time for this soap opera stuff. You know?
He's got his priorities.
Crazy, bro.
Is dead.
Hope you get famous off cloud chasing and sell those dome tickets. Like, keep selling your tickets, right? Because at the end of the day, like, you can sell all the tickets you want, but if you're a fraud, it doesn't matter, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of the biggest rappers in the world are frauds.
No, 100%.
A lot of these artists who make music and sell music are not necessarily the real deal. You know, sometimes the best rappers are not even known; they're underground.
No, for sure.
So yeah, man, that's a crazy point. And yo, he said, can you even respond with like a one diss track? It's gonna be a complete blowout, 100-1, not even a fair match.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, YZERR. Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's the response for YZERR because we wouldn't be freaking covering this.
No,
but
for
YZERR,
sure.
I need to hear something from this guy at this point.
For sure.
That's 2 tracks in a row where they're really going at your character. They're saying that you're not hip hop. They're saying you're fake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take that.
We gotta let him get it off his chest.
Sugar beef. Joe. Need for Joe. What? So don't know me call. What? Go. What? Neto. What? Go. Nakama. Call. What?
Truth is, he dropped the mic and grabbed someone by the collar. You know, for
So did somebody like is that a metaphor? Or is somebody actually this actually happened?
For those of you who might have been on Twitter at that time, you know, you would know a good reference video for what he's talking about. But that's
damn. So they put the beats on somebody.
Someone got the beats.
Somebody got the Green Assassin dollar beats, bro.
Someone got the beats.
They put the beats on somebody.
Someone got a sure mic.
I'm interested now.
事実マイク手放しスカンダルは無駄ぐら歌詞は愚かうやむやに飛ばしてった歌う番鳥で客を騙すわけは
Generally, I find the line hilarious as hell, bro. Cause like there's nothing more insulting to a rapper or MC if you were to call them a singer, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not MCing, the M singing. I remember the GZERR said that on one track, and it always kills me, cause it's like, yo, we're MCs, man. It's about rhyming and lyrics and delivery, but man, you're just a singer. They just dismiss him as a singer. Said didn't even deliver his lyrics, just mumbled through his turn to sing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo,
mumbling through your turn to sing.
That's crazy, bro.
Why is there catching shots from every direction?
From every direction, man. And they're calling him a singer, bro, which is a big no, man. And I was gonna say, like, you know, hip hop is one of the only genres where you being a singer would be seen as an insult.
No, 100%.
You know, like in every other genre, singing is like loved and appreciated, but in hip hop, it's like, yeah, that guy's great, bro, but he's just singing as.
We don't want to hear no singing. We
yeah,
want
singing as dude, but we want raps.
Bars.
We don't want to hear singing no hooks.
Pulled the crowd while headlining, blamed it on sudden tech issues. I guess, you know, performance couldn't go on.
What kind of pose is that? Spit flying on instant faster than max speed. I guess you must have been posing on Instagram
IG.
about like their confrontations, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, bro.
All the others stayed back home in Kawasaki.
So he's saying his squad, they're like
they dismissed the squad. They're back home.
Back home, bro. They don't want to come jump in anything.
Yeah.
Damn. Crazy, bro, man. This verse is insane. Like the stuff he's talking about is really like a dissection. Pathological liar junkie getting diagnosed at the hospital. One corner held by loudmouths while dignity stays silent, bro. They're dignified. They're quiet. They don't have to like do anything to prove who they are. But the loudmouth usually has something to prove, you know?
Yeah.
And then he says, a lunatic storyboard, true fabrication. We burn the useless weeds grown from lies and speak from the high land. Like, again, that whole thing we talked about where they seem like they're, you know, looking down on them, telling them how it is, you know?
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
No, for sure. They're putting themselves on the pedestal.
That would piss me off because I'd be like, yo, like, why these guys talking down on me like that? If I was YZERR, I'd feel like some type of way, bro. And they call me a clown. He said clowns who depend on deco don't make anything. Just get arrested and merch. You know, and I think, yeah, that goes back to the whole idea of I'm verbal and you're Sita. Like, you know, you're just like a made up mainstream industry, like, you know, fabricated sort of persona.
BADPOP.
Yeah, and you depend on like A&R and people to tell you what to do and branding and all this kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said before, man, hip hop is a culture where silence isn't allowed. If you have an issue, like Nene had with BMSG, you air it out. That's what you do. You put your skills to the test. You can't be quiet. You gotta spit it on wax, bro.
You gotta talk the talk.
It's the only genre where you have that freedom of speech, man. So you gotta exercise that right. Oh, bro. Who's fit to judge? Only those with unwavering spirit evolve. Twisted karma. Your cult of followers worship a personified drug, bro. Insane.
Your cult of followers worship a personified drug. What does that mean?
I think he's saying that like what YZERR represents not only is something that's like a drug, like something that's destructive to you. The more you listen to like mainstream fake hip hop, blah blah blah, just like a drug, you become addicted, but you don't realize that it's doing damage to you.
Like they're addicted to something that's like fake enjoyment.
And then it also gives you temporary happiness, but really it's destroying you in the inside.
It's fake entertainment.
Fake entertainment. And what else is drugs too? Drugs is something that, you know, drug dealers sell for profit, for money at your expense. And it destroys society and it destroys communities.
Yeah.
So man, that's one of the deepest bars that I've ever heard. I mean, so far in this whole beef. Yeah. Yo. Sarani fujo. What?
So many.
Sarano call. What? To go. Mazu beat Nito. What?
Why'd they add this? Maybe that's his son.
Maybe, yeah.
His son got a nice haircut.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Namedaruma. Man got the shiesty in there.
I never seen someone eat no beef while wearing a shiesty mask.
Yeah, that's true, man. I think this guy's in the shiesty too.
That's crazy.
Damn.
I know.
But they got like a real, like I said, like a real family vibe, bro. A real crew gang vibe, you know?
Afro gang.
Namedaruma, I guess the rumors were true, bro.
Yeah.
These guys can spit. And they coming for YZERR's head, bro. YZERR, I need to list that response ASAP.
Yeah, we need to get on
that
that
two
response.
tracks back to back where they basically have assassinated this guy's character.
Gotta answer.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like they're really giving it to him, man. They're saying he's a fake rapper. They're saying that he bites. He's his fashion.
Yeah.
His branding. Everything is like you know, controlled and he's basically like a puppet.
Yeah, they assassinated his character fully.
They assassinated his character, bro. And you know, hey, YZERR, man, I need to hear some. I need to hear it ASAP, bro.
Yeah, so we'll get to that next. That's coming out soon. Again, that was us reacting to Feel or Beef. BADPOP is Dead by Namedaruma. Produced by Green Assassin Dollar and 7 Seeds. And, you know, if you want us to react to other stuff or we miss something and you want to let us know, comment down below. Send us an email. You'll also see that down below. You can message us on Instagram, TikTok, or X as well. And we'll get back to you. Until next time, Nihon Rush Hour covering the Namedaruma X BADHOP beef. We're out.
Peace.